Hello everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a flowchart using PowerPoint. So the reason I use PowerPoint mainly is because I've been using it since I was a kid, so I'm just pretty familiar with it. I know how to use the animations, even though you may not use that with your flowchart, but I know how to use the different shapes. I gotta make everything out of PowerPoint these days, but I just start out, you want to go with the different shapes. You could find them in the top bar here. You could see where my pointer is. I'm just going through all the different shapes. They have different arrows. They have boxes with arrows. You could even have different kind of signs. You have your standard flowchart symbols. All right. You have all these symbols really. So that's pretty cool. All right, so you just start with that. So you always want to start with your little uh, round rectangle, so when you make your flow chart, you can just put start, right? This is the start of our flow chart. For our flow chart here, um, you can even change colors for the background. All right, you can make them any color you really want, and if none of these standard colors is what you're looking for, you could even go to more fill colors and really choose the shade as well as how dark it's going to be. All right, I'm just going to leave it the standard though. All right, so you just have your start. Then you could just put in your squares or your rectangles for whatever inputs slash outputs. So if you were making this into a lesson, you put like maybe your lesson. All right. All right, for your different inputs, outputs, right here you could put assessments. And here in the shapes, they have all the standard symbols you need for a flow chart. So you could even go down and find your diamond. There you go. All right, so you could have your decisions. All right, you could say, did they pass the test? I'm doing this in the perspective of an instructional designer. All right, then, so let's say you have all this, okay? You got your start, you got your lesson, you're going to go on to an assessment. And you have your pass, your decision. All right, so you go through this, you got to make a decision. All right, and then from there we have our end to our flow chart here. Once you have your symbols, you could just start adding the arrows. So you can see right here, when you have this symbol page open, you could see all the symbols here to your left, so you don't have to keep changing them, and you could just start with your arrows and actually making the flow. I like to make mine nice and thick, lined, so that I can see them nice and well. And something I want you to notice is when I go to make this arrow, I start at that little dot and I end it on that little dot on the assessments, and it'll automatically link these objects. And what that does is if I move the object, the arrow is going to follow it. So just keep that in mind that PowerPoint gives you that functionality with it. Let me just make this a little bit thicker line. All right, so we're going to go on. You have your assessments. When you get to the pass, and I didn't make it quite, there you go. All right, we got our pass conditions. Now from here, you can make a little squiggly arrow. You can make curvy arrows. So you can make arrows that, okay, if they pass, we're going to do, or if they don't pass, we're going to do some review and bring them back to the lesson. They'll have to go back to the lesson. All right. And let's say, yes, they do pass. Then we'll just go ahead and take them to the end. And that's pretty much a basic way you could use PowerPoint to produce a flowchart. So I hope you guys learned something. And with that, thank you for watching.